Okay, so today we have to start with this topic, that is concept of recruitment and the selection. This is coming under your first module only, and this is the third section in your first module. The first one we have seen, that is human resource management, and the second one is about the human resource planning. And now we're going to see the recruitment and selection of managerial person. So what exactly we have to see in this topic? Here we have to see what are the factors affecting the recruitment process, what is the role of recruitment, and what is the role of recruitment agency, and what is the online process of selection. These 3 points we have to see in this chapter. Okay, so what exactly the meaning of recruitment? Recruitment is the process of searching and attracting the people to apply for jobs in the company. Recruitment facilitates selection of employees. See, everybody know what exactly the recruitment means. Okay, so recruitment में क्या होता है generally, where we are finding out the suitable profile which we can recruit them in our company. And this is what the basic criteria for the recruitment. So as we can see, as per the meaning given by the Edwin Clifford, recruitment is a process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating them to apply for a jobs also. Okay, so recruitment can be undertaken from two main groups of sources: internal sources of recruitment, which include transfer, recall of retired manager, internal advertisement, promotion, etc. Then when we say about the external sources of recruitment, it will include the consultant, advertisement, recommendation, and the campus recruitment. Okay, so there can be the two sources of recruitment. That the first one is the internal sources, and the second one is the external one. Internal, it means what, here within the company we are finding out, within the company only we are giving the advertisement that we need this kind of a job. We have a vacancy for this kind of a job profile. Okay, otherwise we can transfer the person from the one position to another position. We can give them the promotion. So that way we can do the internal source of recruitment. But when we'll say about the external source of recruitment, so they are including the consultant, then again through the advertisement, we can do the recruitment. We can recommend some of the person, or we can do the campus recruitment also. Okay. Now the meaning of selection. We have seen what exactly the recruitment means. Now what is selection here? Selection follows recruitment. Selection of employees is a process of selecting the right person for the right job by adopting systematic selection procedure. Okay. So to keep a right person on the right job, this is what the basic criteria for the selecting and the recruiting the employee. Okay, so what exactly the selection processes include? Selection process include job analysis, advertising the job, then the screening of application and applicant, provision of application blank, then again conducting of tests such as aptitude tests, performing performance tests, personality tests, etc. Conducting interviews such as individual interview, group interview, etc. Reference check of the background of candidates or medical check. So this way, then again the finalizing the terms and condition job offer to the right candidate. So this way we can do the recruitment procedure. So this recruitment and selection procedure करते वक्त क्या क्या exactly steps we need to follow, that we are studying into the recruitment and selection student. Okay. Now the next one here. See, what are the factors influencing the recruitment process? This is very important point from the examination point of view. They may going to ask you what are all the factors that affect the recruitment process here. Okay, so the first one here, internal factor. Now in detail, we will going to see what exactly the points that will going to affect the recruitment process. So in internal and external factor, this way we have to classify here. So when we'll talk about the internal factors, so first one here, size of the organization. Recruitment process is affected by the size of the organization. A multi-divisional organization may require a systematic and an effective recruitment process to hire the right candidate. There would be need to recruit more people if the size of the organization is larger in terms of business activities, areas of operation, or the business turnover. It means everything. The recruitment process will be depend upon how much is the size of the organization. If the size is big, like if they are coming with a multi-divisional organization, so for that reason, we need to have the systematic recruitment and the effective recruitment, because the company is quite big, and their role is being specified. So as per the specified role, we should able to get a candidate. This is what the basic objective behind it. Now the next one here, Recruitment policy. Every organization has a recruitment policy that affects the recruitment process. The recruitment policy provides a framework for implementing the recruitment process the policy may be relating to. Preference for internal or external sources of recruitment, preference for women workforce, or hiring through the consultant. So रिक्रूटमेंट जब हमें करना है, मतलब किसी को हमें अगर अपने जॉब पे रखना है कंपनी में, तो सबसे पहले क्या देखना पड़ेगा कि हमें इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल सोर्सेज से कितना प्रेफरेंसेस मिलता है, लाइक वेदर वी आर एबल टू गेट द फीडबैक रिगार्डिंग दैट कैंडिडेट. So first we will trying to see like whether that candidate is really good or not. Then उसके बाद में preference for women workforce. So generally the preference for the women workforce is being given, and then if possible, then we can like recruit that candidate through the consultant also. Now the next one here, corporate image. The corporate image of the organization affects its recruitment process. An organization that enjoys a good corporate image would be in a position to attract best of the talent. Corporate image of the company is based on factors such as working condition of employee, then social responsibilities project undertaken by the company, and then the organization culture here. So what exactly is the corporate image here? Corporate image is basically what is the reputation of that company in the market. Okay, so as per the reputation, definitely it will going to attract the talented people to be there in the job. Okay, so if the company's profile is good and the company's reputation in the market is good, so ultimately it will not be so difficult for you people to get the a good candidate, because a good candidate will come to know and they will definitely try to work in an institute which is good in the reputation, and it will be easy for us to get that such kind of a candidate here when we are talking from the point of view of recruitment process. Then the hiring cost. Hiring cost involves what? First one here, job posting cost, which include cost of placing an advertisement for vacant posts through the various media. So through the various media, it means what? You can either post it into the newspaper, or you can post it on the like in Naukri.com or any of the Naukri website. So there you can post this kind of a profile here. And then advertisement. Then the new recruitment costs involve conducting pre-employment test and the interview, background check, orientation of न्यू एम्प्लॉय. न्यू रिक्रूटमेंट कॉस्ट मतलब यहाँ पे क्या क्या इन्वॉल्व होता है. सपोज वेन एवर वी आर हायरिंग द कैंडिडेट, तो उसके लिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं, देयर वी आर कंडक्टिंग देयर aptitude test or something. For that reason we need to set up the paper, we need to take out the printout, then uske baad mein we need to conduct an interview, then again we have to check the background. For that reason we need to spend a time on that. We need to like find out the sources from where we can get the information about the particular candidate, and then obviously the orientation of new employees, so that will going to incur the cost into the recruitment. Then the training and development cost. Training and development costs include the cost invested for training the new employee, salary and the benefits of training staff here, training equipment and the manual. The organization must consider the recruitment process which will bear a lower cost of recruitment and hire the most suitable candidate here. So this way there will be the hiring cost of the candidate. Then the management policy. Which are all the management policy? Management philosophy. Management philosophy affects the recruitment process of the organization. If the management follows traditional philosophy, then the organization may prefer to recruit employees from within the organization. However, if the management follows professional philosophy, the employees may be recruited from external sources by following a proper selection procedure. If a new employee is recruited from outside, he may infuse new ideas in the company. So management philosophy, it will depend like what kind of a tradition or what kind of a culture the man or strategy the management is preferring. If they are finding like any of the candidates from their staff, it is good for that particular profile. So they will going to take it from the internal source only. Okay. लेकिन अगर उन्हें लगता है कि नहीं हमें कोई बाहर से लेना चाहिए, बाहर से कोई कैंडिडेट्स को लेना चाहिए, so this way they need to take it from the external sources. Now the other internal factors include. What are all the factors included here? Nature of the job, then again human resource planning, growth and expansion plans of the company. इसके बाद में Okay, so these are all the points that we have seen into the internal factors of that which will going to affect your recruitment process. So internal factors मतलब within the company. Within the company में क्या क्या factors है student? Size of the organization, recruitment policy क्या है company का, company का corporate image क्या है, उनका hiring cost कितना होने वाला है, what is the management philosophy, and which are all the other factors. So that will be counted into the internal factor. Now here we are talking about the external factor. External factor it means for student key from the outside what kind of a difficulties we may going to face it over here. See, external factor में पहला है कि competitors. Competition in the industry can affect the recruitment process in the organization. As the competition intensifies in the market, so is the demand for competent employee. Therefore, an organization should frame suitable recruitment policy to attract and to retain competent and the dedicated employees. Many a time, the organization have to change their recruitment policy according to the recruitment policy adopted by their competitors. So competitor it means what here the competitor, the other company which is the competitor for our company. So definitely we will try to see like what kind of a strategy they are adopting. And if the strategy is good, if their reputation is good, then definitely we will try to copy that same in our company also. But if our competitor's strategy or their reputation in the market is not good as compared to our company, so definitely we will not going to try to copy what are all policy or the technique they are following for the recruitment and the selection procedure. Okay. Then the supplies of labor. This include employment exchange, education institute, consulting firm, and other. The supplier can play an important role in supplying the right type of employee as required by the organization. For this purpose, the organization must have suitable policy to recruit and select and compensate the right type of employees. सप्लाईज ऑफ लेबर में क्या रहेगा स्टूडेंट, यहाँ पे हमें बराबर कैंडिडेट मिलना चाहिए. ओके तो इसके लिए क्या होता है कि to get the proper candidate, first and foremost that we need to have the proper policy to recruit and the select. If our technique of recruitment and the selection will be wrong, then definitely we will not going to get the right person on the right job also. Now the employment situation. On one hand, the number of educated unemployed is increasing. On the other hand, there is an acute shortage of variety of skill. This situation requires more effective and the systematic recruitment procedure to hire the most suitable candidate in the organization. See, what are they trying to say here? Employment situation. If you're going to look out the employment and the unemployment in our country, so definitely what we're going to find here, there are many educated people who are unemployed. Okay. So in that case, though they are educated one, but sometimes they are not able to have the skill which we required in our company. So on that basis, though the minimum eligibility is based on the education, but still we have to see as a HR that what kind of a skill they are having and the skills are really useful in our company or not. So that way we need to select the person with a very cautious manner. And then the pressure group. See, recruitment process is also being governed by the pressure groups such as trade unions, politicians, recommendation for sons of the soil, and then the displaced person. Okay, so pressure group मतलब क्या होता है कि यहाँ पे हमें ट्रेड यूनियन प्रेशर करती है कि ये ऐसा रिक्रूटमेंट होना चाहिए. Sometimes politicians are pressuring on us. Sometimes we need to displace the person. Okay, so this way this could be the pressure on us to recruit a candidate. Government policy. Recruitment process of the organization may also be affected by the government policy. For example, as per the government policy, certain seats are reserved for the backward caste, especially in the government organization. Such policy is mandatory, and therefore, if the candidate from the backward caste are not recruited, then the post may remain vacant here. Yes, this is true here. Basically, it is happening for the government organization because there they need people, but if they are not able to find a suitable candidate, whatever as per the category wise recruitment, and if they are not able to find any of the candidates from that particular category which is suitable for their profile or their job, so that position will going to remain the vacant here. Then the other external factors include that are all like technological environment, social and the cultural environment, and then the legal environment. Okay, now we're going to see the role of recruitment agency here. Okay, role of recruitment agency. Recruitment agency are search firms that maintains computerized data of qualified applicants and supplies to employers who are willing to select their prospective employees. The recruitment agency charge fee for their services. The role of recruitment agency is explained as follows. First one here, human resource information. Recruitment agency have a list of human resource seeking for a job. This list has all possible information about the applicant. This list is provided by the agency to the organization. So यहाँ पे HR information, it means what here? For example, we can say the LinkedIn, then again the Naukri.com. Through this way, we will going to get the candidates who are actually looking for a job. Then assist in the human resource planning. Recruitment agency help in the process of identifying the human resource requirement in terms of quality and the quantity. They may help in forecasting person requirement and person supply in an organization also. Then the next one here, recruitment. Recruitment agency enable the organization to determine the proper source of recruitment. The source of recruitment include internal source such as internal ad, promotion, recall, etc. And external source such as campus recruitment, advertisement, and recommendation. See, student, this recruitment will be depend upon the situation, like what situation is required actually. Okay, as for that, they will going to do it. Then the testing and interviewing. Some of the recruitment agency may undertake testing and interviewing of the candidate on behalf of the organization. This helps to save a lot of time and efforts of the organization also. Then the next one here, placement. Placement of the person is also an important function of recruitment agency. Placement refers to fitting the right person for the right job. Yes, you all know what exactly the placement means. Then the performance appraisal. This is very important actually. Sometimes the recruitment agency conduct performance appraisal of the employees on behalf of the organization. The agencies measure the performance of the employee and convey the employee strength and the weakness to the organization also. Then the compensation package. Recruitment agency help to determine compensation package of the employees in terms of pay and the other incentives. In order to determine the compensation package of the employee, the agency must know employee experience, nature of the job, working condition, etc. And the last one here, training. Recruitment agency may also conduct training program for the employee in order to impart the knowledge, then again develop the attitude, develop the skill, develop social behavior. So these are all things that we need to do here when we talk about the recruitment, role of recruitment agency. So recruitment agency मतलब यहाँ पे क्या सुना, recruitment agency it means what, the people who are having the data about the people, about the different uh, like the people who are having the different skill, तो उनका data उनके पास रहता है. Okay, so even if in the company also there are the section who will basically going to handle only the recruitment process. तो लेकिन हम लोग यहाँ पे रिक्रूटमेंट एजेंसीज की बात कर रहे हैं, मतलब हम लोग यहाँ पे एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर्स के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. सो रिक्रूटमेंट एजेंसी जैसे कि कंसल्ट, एक तो कंसल्टेंट रहता है, दे आर हेल्पिंग अस टू गेट द पीपल. देन अगेन वी कैन से डेटा अवेलेबिलिटी, जैसे कि naukri.com है, लिंक्डइन है, उसके थ्रू हमें इंफॉर्मेशन मिलता है. So what exactly their role in the recruitment process that we have seen now. Now the next one here, it is online selection process. See, online selection process is a cost-effective method, especially for testing candidates who are located at a far away place. Online selection process is a win-win situation to the candidate and to the organization. The candidates do not have to waste their time and efforts in traveling to the physical place of a testing or interviewing. Organization can also have a selection cost as there is no need to pay for transportation and other incidental expenses to the candidates. तो दोनों के लिए भी ये अच्छा सिचुएशन है if we are going to conduct the online selection process. Tests and interviews can be conducted online. Organization can conduct skill assessment testing online. Also, preliminary interview can be conducted via Skype, Google Video Call, that is Google Duo, WhatsApp Video Call, and other network. However, it is advisable to conduct final interview in person. Okay, initially it's okay if we have not selected the candidate, and just to know about the candidates when we are conducting the online interview, then it's okay, because उससे even the candidate का cost भी बच जाता है, company का cost भी बच जाता है. But it's a suggestion like when we are finally recruiting him, so at that time it is better to meet him in a personal and then talk to him. Okay, now what are all the steps in the online selection? That is job analysis. The first in selection in person or online is to analyze the job. Job analysis consists of two elements, that is job description and the job specification. Proper job analysis helps to advertise the job properly with reference to duties, salaries, qualification, experience, and so on. Accordingly, the right candidate may apply for the job, thus saving time and efforts to the efforts of the selector here. Job analysis, it means student, we first of all, whenever we are doing the online selection, so there we have to analyze the job. कि job analysis क्या मतलब job क्या है, what is the job description, what is the job specification, what are all things are required, how much could be the salary, what are all duties we need to perform. So that kind of analysis we need to do. Second one here, advertising the job. The job can be advertised through various media such as newspaper, magazine, then again online, that is social networking site like in LinkedIn and so on. The advertisement must clearly state the details of the job and the candidate related information. Now the next one is screening. After receiving the application, the organization needs to screen them. Usually, a junior executive does the screening job. The executive may check the age, qualification, experience, and other relevant detail mentioned on the candidate application. The organization may also check on the social networking profile of the candidate to take the posts, pictures, and other content which the candidate is sharing on social media. This may provide some insight in the future or personality of the candidate. Candidate displaying photograph with the tattoos, indecent clothing, demerit goods, and so on may not be considered for further selection process as it reflects negative personality traits of the candidate. Screening matlab like once you are getting an application about the job, okay, uske baad mein we need to screen that resume, like what exactly the quality that candidate is having, then again what is his qualification, then what kind of a picture he has uploaded. So through that, they will come to know what kind of a candidate it is. Okay, then application blank. A company may post application blank to the screen applicant if so required. Application blank is a company's format to obtain standard information of every candidate. Standard information of every candidate in respect of academic, biographic, career achievement, experience, etc. The application blank provides input for the interview, the basis to reject those candidates who do not meet the eligibility criteria. मतलब blank application हम लोग forward करते हैं, उनको fill करने के लिए कहते हैं, and through the blank application we will come to know like what exactly the quality the candidate is having, whether we have to call them for an interview or we have to reject it if they are not fulfilling the eligibility criteria also. Now then the online test. An organization may conduct online various tests to judge the ability of or expertise of the candidate. The type of test depends on the nature of the job. The various tests that can be conducted online, which include performance test, aptitude test, personality test, interest test, or we can say the intelligent tests also. Okay, so these all kind of a test we can even conduct online for the candidate. Then the online interview. It is advisable to conduct interview of those candidates who clear the written test. Generally, interviews follow tests because the number of candidates to be interviewed is less as compared to those that appear in the test here. The online interview can be conducted through the networking sites such as Skype, WhatsApp, and so on. The interviewee can be interviewed by a panel of experts or by a senior executive. So this way, the online interview also we can conduct here. And you all know like what is the mode of conducting the interview, that can be through the Skype, WhatsApp, and so on. Next one here, reference check. Candidates may be asked to provide reference to confirm about the candidate's character and experience. Reference helps to check character and the experience of the candidate, relevance of the information provided by the candidate in the application and in the interview. Yes, as you all know, like we are giving the references when we are submitting some resume, and even it is mandatory in some of the company that the references should be given by the candidate, because through the references only we will come to know exactly what is the nature of the candidate and how much it is trustworthy. Okay, now the next one, a personal interview. A few shortlisted candidates may be asked to give personal interview In the person interview, the interviewer personality interact with the interviewee. In the person interview, the interviewers can find out whether or not the candidate is seriously interested in the job. At this stage, salary and the other perks may be negotiated also. So we have to conduct the personal interview. Personal interview, and when it will going to happen? After conducting the online interview, when we are selecting the candidate. So the final interview, we are conducting it here. Okay. तो उसके अंदर we have to give them the chance to interact with the management to the candidate, and in that interview the salary and the other perks are also being considered. Then the medical check. A company needs to conduct a medical check before the candidate is selected for the job. It is undertaken to check whether or not the candidate is medically fit to do the job and ensure the health and the safety of existing employees also. So these all things we need to do when we are doing the selection, recruitment. And the last one, your job offer. This is the most crucial and the final stage in the selection process. A wrong selection of a candidate may affect the goodwill of the organization for several years. A company should make a very important decision to offer right job to the right person here. So this is all about this online recruitment process, student. I hope that it is clear to you. What exactly we have seen today? We have seen today the concept of recruitment and the selection. There we have seen what exactly the recruitment meaning and what is the selection here. Then we have seen which are the factors affecting the recruitment process. So which are all the internal factors which affect the recruitment process and which are all the external factors. Then the what are the role of recruitment agency in the recruitment process, how we will going to conduct the online interview and what will be the online selection process. So these all point we have seen into the today's lesson. So this way we have completed our first module, and the name of the module is human resource management. Okay. So human resource management, we have there are three sections: human resource management, human resource planning, and the recruitment and the selection of managerial personnel. Okay, this all point we have seen. Now three more chapters we have to see here: second, third, and the fourth one that we will go to see later on. Okay, thank you, student.